Hey there, Pokemon trainers. I'm Ash.
I'm Nick.
And we are here with the Pokemon Rundown, talking about all the news that's happened in the past week and a little bit of extra fun stuff as we see fit.
Yep. Yeah, diving right into that. To start us off, we've got some upcoming product news. We have the Paradox Clash tins releasing May 24th. They're the standard $26.99 MSRP, this time featuring Walking Wake EX and Iron Leaves EX. They're also going to be having a Galaxy Foil Miraidon and Koraidon promo from GameStop. It's the standard, spend $15 or more on Pokemon TCG product, and you receive one of the products at the participating GameStops. A little bit of a switch up this time. There's going to be no build and battle stadiums for Temporal Forces or the next upcoming set, Twilight Masquerade. People are starting to theorize they may have been discontinued as they weren't very popular in the past.
Which is a shame. I really do enjoy the build and battle, build and battles, but I can understand at the same time. Ultimately, it's just easier just to grab two individuals rather than worry about the stadium, especially with how much energy we have at home.
Yep. Yeah, I saw
there is so much energy.
I saw a lot of people making comments about how they aren't bad, but for 2 build and battles plus 4 booster packs, there just isn't enough in there to really justify the purchase of them. Moving on, we've got some tournament results from the latest major event, this time in Brazil. I'm going to pass those off to you.
Yep. The first place went to Marco Meta. I apologize, I'm not going to say that middle name. I know I'm going to butcher it. With the standard Snorlax Pidgeot stall team. Always one of your favorites, I know.
Yes.
Second place went to Dalton, who used Palkia and Tianpao. Third went to Ricardo for Tianpao and Excalibur. Fourth, Lucas with Cloth and Electrode, one of my favorite decks right now. And Gardevoir, Iron Valiant, Entei, and then Roaring Moon. So, yeah, I mean, a really nice spread overall.
Yep, a pretty nice diverse out of the most recent regional.
And no Charizard to be found.
Yeah, which we are both very happy about.
Yeah, if only it would stay that way. And then following up with that is Limitless TCG, one of the websites that we recommend a lot when it comes to learning about tournaments or just how people are building decks and everything. They've recently started putting the Japanese leagues, city leagues, on their website as well. So it's really cool to see what the Japanese fans have been doing on their side because they're already post-rotation. And there's been a lot of Charizard still. Giratina seen a lot of play. He's been mixed with Arceus, or not Arceus. No, it is Arceus.
Yep.
There's some Arceus ones now. Arceus Armarouge is one I've seen recently. Snorlax, of course. Lost Box variations. There's so many Lost Box variations.
Yep.
Golden Go with Palkia. That's been a common one I've seen as well. And then one of the combos that I was just made aware of with Temporal Forces is the Iron Hand, Iron Crown combination, where Iron Crown just says your future Pokemon do 20 more damage, and with Iron Hand having the attack that you can take 2 more prizes, get 4 Iron Crowns on your bench, and you're more or less one-hitting most things.
Yep.
And another one that I saw really cool is Raging Bolt, who is incredibly similar to Golden Go, where it does damage based on how many energy you discard. It's just seeing play literally everywhere right now. Everyone is trying to find a good deck for it. There's Arceus builds. There was a Lost Box variation I saw. Sandy Shocks, Gardevoir, Palkia. Like, there are so many variations with Raging Bolt, and it's kind of cool to see. And then, of course, there's Ancient Box featuring Great Tusk, which, again, is one that I talked about last week. Honestly, kind of a silly deck, but it works. But yeah, I'll go ahead and toss it back to you.
I thought you were going to Touch on how Lugia has started to reemerge because of Temporal Fates as well. Or Forces, sorry.
I at least when I was looking through, I didn't see a whole lot of Lugias.
Lugia Mincino.
That is true. Lugia Mincino has been seeing some play, but ultimately it's lower down on the chains when I was looking through like top spots. Like he was still Lugia was still a dominant force, but nowhere near as popular as we have seen.
Moving into now we have a little bit of news about the next upcoming set. Stellar Miracle is the set after Twilight Masquerade. This one is going to be releasing July 19th. Let's just that real fast. On release, we are also getting a deck box Stellar Miracle featuring 10 packs at a deck box. So I'm wondering if that's going to be kind of the new product to replace the old Build and Battle stadiums.
I'm wondering if it's like a bigger of the, what are they, the tournament collections, like with the Marnie and Clara and Cyrus. I'm wondering if it's going to be something a little bit closer to that, since that also does.
Also a possibility, yep. And then the kind of in a little bit of big news coming out of this set, on August 30th, they are releasing 2 pre-con decks called Starter Set Terra Type Stellar, featuring Stellar Sylveon EX and Stellar Cerulean Edge EX, which also means that we will be getting the Stellar Terra Type in the TCG.
It's also just really funny because Sylveon is one of your favorites,
yes.
so of course that's the deck you're immediately grabbing.
Yep. But, I mean, as of right now, we don't know what Stellar Terra Type is, so I think we're spending a minute or two just quickly theory crafted, because I've been seeing a lot of discussion. It's definitely exciting to find out what this could potentially be.
So, looking at the grand scheme of things, the Stellar Terra type was introduced in the Indigo Disc DLC. I've unfortunately not played it yet, so I don't have everything lock and key understood. But the Stellar type as a whole was brought about due to Tetrapagos, I want to say is the name. Where the Stellar type is essentially the first attack you do is going to be stab no matter what, I think. I thought that was right.
The official description that I pulled was, at least obviously VGC, it is a 2 times attack boost for its original type, and a 1 point times boost for every other move, but only for the first move of that type used.
Okay. Right. It was, I had linked it closer to Protean. But I don't know. There's a lot of ways this can go, because we've seen just the standard Terror types have they can't take damage while on the bench. So are we going to see something similar where they can't be, I don't know, maybe it can't be moved, things like that. It can't be, I don't want to say interrupted, but like that is a possibility, but that's definitely a weak possibility in my mind. That I feel like it would be something more linked to doing damage or something of that sort. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
The 2 theories that I've seen people talk about online that I believe are most likely are either they're going to be a continuation on the old Terra typing, where it'll, instead of being simply no damage on the bench, it'll be something like this Pokemon can't be affected by special conditions and isn't damaged on the bench, as kind of the weaker version of it. Or someone was also saying potentially it may deal either something like triple damage on weakness, or all attacks have weakness on them, but only for the first attack, regardless of the defending Pokemon.
I had considered the potential of it being like a triple weakness, but my one concern with that would be is if you get something that does, I don't know, I'm going to say something that does 70 damage, congrats, you're suddenly doing 210 damage on that attack. Which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when that can take out single prizers without a second thought, it's, I don't know. Obviously, they're also going to be rule box Pokemon, so we're probably going to be seeing, at the very least, minimum 2 prizes taking them. I don't know. I almost think we might go back to the VMAX route where it's going to be 3 prizes.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a weaker Terra typing, only because I am liking the switch back to like single and double prize formats rather than the old VMAX triple prize that dominated for so long.
Yeah.
I would like to move away from having such a big impactful Pokemon that a meta warps around it.
There's always Snorlax.
I know, I play Snorlax.
There's always Great Tusk.
Anyways, now, moving on, finally, we have a little bit of fluff from our most recent pre-release this weekend. We had just some of my own quick notes right here. We had over 50 players across our 2 days, so I'm pretty happy about that. As expected, Froligator was absolutely a powerhouse the entire 2-day event, and Ace-Spec cards, when they were open, won games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every game that I saw at Ace-Spec played in, I think the player won it.
And, being able to actually see the Ace-Spec cards in person, they are gorgeous.
Yes.
I love the coloring. I love the foiling of them. I know people are probably going to complain regardless, but I'm going to be happy because I like them.
No, we're just kind of walking around judging. I noticed that Ancient Pokemon, at least in pre-release, were starting to outshine their future partners, but at the same time, they could also just be something to do with like the limited card pool and how Ancient Pokemon stack off each other, whereas future Pokemon want a little bit more support to get going. The Ancient ones were able to just crank out the win.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a single versus Rapid Strike moment all over again. Which, when that first came out, Rapid Strike dominated, and then Single Strike kind of just snuck up out of nowhere. And honestly, ended up overtaking Rapid Strike just from the sheer fact of, like, Lugia started doing a lot of, like, Single Strike stuff. I know there were other Single Strike variations. But, yeah, no, it's... I enjoy the there's boxes for both forms right now. There's an ancient box, there's a future box. I want to get my hands on both, honestly. They both look like they're fun. Especially the Iron Hand and Iron Crown combo. That is a wild combo.
Yep. And then finally, just a little funny combo that I made a note of because I got to watch it happen more than once. People are using Feraligatr and Rollincanth. Rollincanth giving the ability that evolution Pokemon can use their prior evolution's attacks as long as they have the energy. Croconaw, one of Croconaw's only attacks, deals, I believe, 30 damage and switches it to your bench. So players are able to use Feraligatr, hit for 160 or the 280 damage to always get the knockout. And then if your opponent wasn't able to immediately turn around and knock Feraligatr out, they would simply use Croconaw's attack, switch to the bench, heal it up, and it goes right back to the active next turn to do it again.
Yeah, that was not a combo I thought about until I saw it in play, and then it's just like, oh, that's horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and there are other fun Relicanth combos out there. I know I looked at Incineroar specifically. Which one is it? Not Litten, the middle form.
Torracat?
Yeah, Torracat. I know Torracat had a really cool attack that would have been great with Relicanth. I don't know. Relicanth might see niche play.
It definitely can, or at least as a little supporter for Pokemon, like you said, that have attacks that restrict them from being able to use multiple turns in a row. But anyways, and now finally, because it was a pre-release and we have booster packs, we're going to open them.
Yeah, we're not doing a battle today, unfortunately, but it's fun. It's been a while since I've actually gotten to do a pre-release, but...
And I'm still hunting for my Feraligatr pre-release promo because the thing is silly and it might get me to build a GLC deck. Is that what you opened?
No, I actually got Metang, which I'm very happy about. Metang is also a phenomenal card, having the ability to look at the top four, put any number of basic steel or metal energy onto your Pokemon anyway, and shuffle them back.
Yeah, I got a Koraidon, which I'm okay with that. I like Koraidon. It gets very silly very quickly, its first attack stacking with ancient Pokemon. But anyways, we are now going to do some packs because it's the best part. Well, it's not the best part of this hobby, but it's certainly one of the aspects I enjoy.
It is one of the best, let's be real.
I'm going to quickly go through here. So we got a Deerling, a Pidove, a Pineco, Mawile, Iron Treads, Boxed Order, I almost said Boss's Orders, Ryomi, Poochyena, Marill, and a Drampa.
Alrighty. And I'm starting off with Turtonator, Hoot Hoot, Beldum, to go with my Metang, Heatmor, Screamtail, Zeraora, Iron Valiant, Vikavolt, Roaring Moon, and Iron Valiant again?
Okay. Iron Valiant, we'll take them.
Yeah.
I got myself Rockruff, Litten, Shroomish, Lickitung, Cryptomaniac's Codebreaking, which I actually want to keep that to the side because I need to play those, Vikavolt, Great Tusk, Golett, Centiskorch.
Ooh!
Hey, and the better version of Christ Cyphermaniac's Codebreaking.
That is beautiful.
Hey, I will take that.
I wonder if either of us will end up seeing an ace.
I hope we can show one off on camera because they are gorgeous.
Starting off again with a Turtonator.
Did you just get the same pack twice?
Yes?
That's concerning.
Okay, wait. Did I get a Breloom? I don't think I did. Okay, it was just the first three. That's always weird when that happens. Centiskorch, Buddy Poffin, which I need a bunch of, Iron Treads, Torracat, Chatot, and Miraidon X.
Hey, alright. We take those weird dogs.
The weird bike dogs?
Yes.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
We got Meditite, Turtonator, Hoot Hoot, Beldum, Future Booster Energy.
So if you see a Turtonator, you're just going to see those three, it seems.
Iron Hands. Rescue Board. Haunter. Snom.
The best card. Nope, we're done.
Okay.
We opened the best card of the set.
Alright, we're just gonna front and center Seat of Glory.
Yep. I love this. I love this card so much.
It made me so happy when I saw that was included in the set list.
I'm so glad that we've all just latched onto the fact that a Snome is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
And who can blame him with a face like that? Alrighty, I have a Roly-Poly, Azumarill, Yamper, Grubbin, Sharpedo, Metagross, Roserade, Melmetal, Excadrill, and Macargo.
Okay. And for my final pack, I have the Slugma, Solosis, Scyther, Skitty, Salvatore, another card I was looking for, Bronzong, Excadrill, Iron Thorns, Boltooned, and a Melmetal.
And for my last pack, I have Roly-Poly, Heatmore, Torracat, Yamper, Boxed Order, Riombi, which is one I really like, Future Booster, Drillbur, Carvana, ooh!
Okay.
And the full art Iron Leaves X, which is, I don't know, I really like how they're doing the future Pokemon. I just really like that background.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The art direction for a lot of the full arts and illustrators out of this set are phenomenal.
So, I mean, we both more or less got 2 hits each.
Two very solid packs. I'm okay with opening both of those. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that concludes us for this episode.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time, I'm Ash.
I'm Nick.
And we will catch you next time.